That means I should basically just need a couple hours of this. I would be done hitting level 18. Then I can leave this place. Leave this place. Oh, shut up. Vendelius, nobody likes you anyway. Sorry for the Skyrim reference. Yeah, I haven't played Skyrim in a long time either. I'm kind of waiting for the next, you know... I was about to say next Elder Scrolls, but before that they probably release a new version of Skyrim called something Skyrim again. 15 version. Fantastic. Rawhide cloak. Very good. Actual money. Skyrim spoilers. Vendelius being the guy who, well, I am fairly sure everybody runs into Vendelius. I mean, he is in the Shroudhearth barrel, which is in the God, I mean, why is this what the heck was the name of this the little town now? It's the town where the stairs up to the Greybeards begin from. There's the barrow, the undead barrow there. So I am fairly sure like pretty much everybody explores that particular barrow because it's like where the main quest leads you anyway. Vendelius haunts that particular barrow. Or, well, haunts is a wrong word, but still. Let's not spoil it too much in case somebody has not met Vendelius. Leave this place. Funky guy. Remember that? Yup. Like I said, probably, like, that's probably one of the barrows everybody kind of just stumbles into simply because it's along the main story path. Amusingly for myself, I have played Skyrim a whole lot. Part of that playing actually doesn't really involve like really serious playing, but I was testing various mods for certain people. So it's like I have put in an hours and done a whole lot of random things, but so on. However, for all the time I've played Skyrim, I never actually finished the main story because I had like no interest in it. For me, it was like, hey, what's behind that hill? What is in that cave? Like, that's what I spent my time doing in Skyrim. And personal opinion here, that's how I feel, so far at least, the Bethesda games have been at their finest. Just, you know, explore the random places and not necessarily the main story. By far the best example for that, if you have played Fallout 3, the first Bethesda Fallout, and if you look at the, actually look at the real map and plot out where does the main storyline take you on that main map, you realize that the main storyline uses about a third, maybe about half of the actual map you can explore. Like, it doesn't take you all the way to the north. You don't really explore a whole lot of the capital wasteland. Well, if you just run the main story, which is kind of funny. Let's pull this guy, then we get the next Storyswapper version, the lady. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, obviously, but the DLCs they made don't like really push you all that far north either. Most of the DLCs ended up being kind of self-contained stories. For example, the Anchorage whole simulation thing and so on. So I don't really know what they were thinking. They were probably thinking that people would explore all of the world anyway, as in folks coming from, you know, Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 who would explore the maps anyway, and the original Wasteland game, which the Fallouts are based on. And in all honesty, when it comes to game design, if we're just talking about making a fun game, adding superfluous, essentially unnecessary bits and you know, which are just there for you to explore and find and possibly have something else, you know, mechanically to deal with and so on, which don't have anything else to do with the actual story, with the actual, like, rest of the world even, and so on. That's not a bad thing to do, because it gives something for the player to engage the game with, which doesn't need to have something to do with the story and so on. You can actually see this already from Blizzard in their early games, like take Warcraft 2 for example. You take Warcraft 2, one of the early human missions in Warcraft 2, is it the second mission or the third? I don't remember right now. Where you have, I think it's the second mission. Third one is the one where you have to build oil platforms already for humans. Anyway, the point being that there is a part of an ocean which doesn't actually serve any purpose for the mission at all with what you are supposed to do. But it is there for you to explore. Let's go sell these things to the kind lady who wants to buy all the rusty longswords in the world. Not something I need. Words of Spirit. Nope. Not something I need. You there! Buy rusty longswords. I swear this lady arms guard Gregor just for me to kill him again and sell his swords back to her. Oh man, it's like... Thankfully, in this particular version of the game, the various windows can be moved around. Because as an old school, real-time strategy player, diagonal mouse movement is so much easier for me than horizontal or vertical. Like, doing this movement back and forth like this to sell stuff is much easier than if I went directional like this. Boxing units like this. Hold on. Random rambling about mouse movement. Welcome to my live streams. What I do like about live streaming this game, though, especially while I'm doing this sort of magician thing here with downtime and stuff, is just I can ramble about random things. And I'm happy to ramble about random things and talk about other stuff. So, yeah, I'm not gonna schedule the live stream for tomorrow morning because I need to actually find out later today if I need to go somewhere tomorrow morning. But hopefully I don't. Likely I don't, actually. Very likely. But just to leave that open. Also for anybody who happened to randomly still hang around here, if you're interested in what I am doing and when it comes to live streams and so on, schedule, link to the schedule down and below. It is built into the Google Calendar, so it actually should switch it to fit your particular time zone wherever you are when you open it. Yeah, exactly. It is what you get used to when it comes to like different games, like definitely different games which you play. Like if you're a first-person shooter kind of guy, you learn very different mouse movement than if you're doing real-time strategy. The other problem, like I call this a problem, but it also depends a lot how you look at it. For which comes to me from playing a lot of real-time strategy, is that I tend to use my mouse purely for targeting stuff, and I do everything else with keyboard. Like the same goes for this game. Like I remember way back when I played this, I would do stuff like, for example, occasionally click a spell, you know, click a spell or put spells here, and so on. I would click a spell to cast it. Now, absolutely everything over here that I do is in my keyboard, and I use the mouse for targeting. That's basically the only thing I do with mouse. Targeting stuff. And also, I do appreciate the fact that I don't have to meditate with the spellbook taking my entire damn screen. I remember that being kind of annoying. Everything except targeting, yeah. Yeah, this is like... it is fun to talk to people who play very differently on the same game, and that's not... It doesn't mean that they play the game any worse. It's just everybody has a little different way of doing things, and it's kind of amazing at times. It's kind of amazing. And also how life, like what happens to you in life in the real world and whatnot changes the way you start doing things in video games. For example, for myself, basically all of the keys I actually use to do, like consistently use to do stuff, are on the right side for me, on the forefinger side, purely because the left hands, I have issues with the left hand's ring finger and pinky finger after accidents over the years. So if I use those two fingers a lot, it starts, well, it's not really painful, but it starts being uncomfortable. So I have basically these three spells, which I very little use on that side, and the rest of them are just forefinger stuff. Same with the with these, like from this forward, everything is on forefinger side basically. Words of the spoken, also a word I do not actually need as a magician. Keep finding everybody else's spell words today. Oh, that's fine. The heck is my pet hiding? Oh, behind my spell block. Like, did he go wandering somewhere again? Right, this should take like a couple hours and we're done here, which is really nice. Here for everybody but Druid, yep, that's how it goes. And then you end up making a bunch of alts because you have gear for all of them. Eventually I will do another alt here as well, because like it's kind of fun leveling random things. But we'll see. I haven't decided yet what I might do, because what I've been trying to do is play some of the classes I have never played before. Like I never did that in the 1990-2004 while I played. Like there's a bunch of them that I never did. Like Warrior being one, which is one reason why I made the XR Warrior on red, just for amusement. Paladin being another one. I never played a Paladin, and also Ranger, which is why I made a Human Ranger on blue, and that one is, I believe, level 22 at the moment. I believe, yes. So yeah, I made a few different things. Magic, the three ones things I played way back when. Dark Elf Cleric, which I did all the raiding and whatnot, like made my most played character by far. And then I had the Ixor Necromancer, which I leveled with a friend who was new to the game, and Dark Elf Magician, back then. And so when I decided to do, I was like, hey, Dark Elf Cleric for sure, because that's the one thing I'm really stupidly comfortable with playing. And a Dark Elf Magician mostly as a something to play when I can't find a group for the Cleric. But hopefully tomorrow morning I can find a group for the Cleric. Do some unrest. Or maybe I try to solo undead in unrest with the Cleric. That could be a little bit of fun, but I really am not fan of soloing as a Cleric. Even if the undead nukes are really good, I just feel like it's a waste of my time. I should be healing a group somewhere. But yeah, slowly but surely get that Cleric to like level 40 plus, and then I shouldn't have any issues finding groups anyway. My comrades will avenge my death. So far that hasn't happened. Your comrade, the one guy who keeps patrolling here, is all friendly with me now because I've been killing you for like 4 levels. This guy is mad at me, right? Yeah, he's not happy. Out of curiosity, I should check what all guards are on the corrupt Gwenos guards faction inside Gwenos. Because if I ever want to head over to Odus side of the world, like for example, Hole, can I get there by using the boat without issue because of being friendly with the corrupt guards? Sendrith. Yeah, I have seen that YouTube channel. I haven't really watched any of the videos though. I am pretty damn bad at watching stuff. Like, it's kind of amusing in the sense that I run multiple, or run. I have multiple YouTube channels myself for some amusement. Well, I guess originally my YouTube channel, main YouTube channel, started with me being really I'll use the word annoyed with the fact that there was really bad guides for videos. For video games, like, because I have done, for one, I have training. I have training on essentially teaching children, and adults as well, who have special needs, ADHD, dyslexia, this kind of stuff. And I have work experience actually writing guides. So I used to make a whole heck of a lot of guides for on YouTube for various games I played. And I have, many years ago now, I have basically stopped for the one simple reason that people no longer really wanted the kind of guides that I want to make. Because when I think of a guide, and when I made my guides, it was generally, this is why you should do this thing this way. And these days, nobody wants to know the why. Like, if general population or let's make a generalization like that. A whole lot of people just want a very easy, fast, ready-made answer. They don't even want to know why they should do certain things in a certain way. They just want to know exactly what to do in this given situation. And I believe you should always know why you're doing something in a specific fashion, because knowing why means that if you run into any issues, you understand why you are doing it in a certain way. That allows you the mentality to adjust what you are doing to account for any issues you run along the way. However, that does not seem to be the case, and I'm like, well, I am not doing any guides for now. Thanks. And the other thing being that this is a more of a personal perfectionist idea, but if I don't think I am very good at a game, like if I don't play it enough that I feel comfortable making a guide out of it, I am not making any guides out of it. And for the past 4 years or so, I haven't played games that much that I would feel comfortable really making guides out of them. But yeah, rambling about guide making principles and whatnot. It's a little different when your job entails, you know, making a guide that you can give to a brand new person. Like you take this and you're able to do, you know, take this guide and you're able to do this particular work just fine, you know. But it's a different thing to do it for YouTube then. But yeah, so my multiplayer YouTube channel over the years basically just transformed to another kind of thing that I realized that I was getting really annoyed with. Because I don't watch a lot of YouTube. I actually don't watch a whole lot of live streams either. But what I kept running into was very, how do I say this, curated stuff. Like, people would play, like, multiplayer games, like, for example, I really enjoy multiplayer games. Chivalry 2, which I've been making videos of for over a year now. I picked up X-Defiant, which is the Ubisoft shooter thing. I haven't played a shooter in like... I don't play a whole lot of shooters. I haven't played a shooter game. If we discount MechWarrior Online and World of Tanks, which aren't exactly, you know, this kind of a shooter, I haven't played a shooter in like 4 years. 6 years, something like that. So I just picked that up lately and made videos of it. The point I'm getting at is there's a whole lot of really stupidly curated videos where people just they either post their absolutely best highlights of stuff in highlight reel videos, or they pick and choose games where they did very well in, which is not how this stuff generally goes. To anybody who plays multiplayer stuff, you're not going to have consistently, you know, awesome games and whatnot. And that seems to have, to me at least, this is again a personal take, that seems to have skewed it to the point that people, when they come online and watch like a YouTube video, the expectation is to see awesome play and, you know, just dominating the opposition in whatever game you are playing in multiplayer titles and so on. So what I have been doing for the past like 5 maybe 6 years, something like that, is to more try and do like completely and utterly unedited, just raw gameplay. Just record the raw gameplay and put that out, no matter how the hell bad I am doing. Like, I have been putting out X-Defiant videos where I get like 2 kills and 20 deaths. Simply because, like, this is a little bit of my own protest of, like, of this stuff. Yeah, yeah. I may have to really check out his stuff, but at some point when I have time, to do that. Because the honest truth is that mistakes and mistakes other people make as well is where you learn the most. If you want to try and get any better at anything, very good example of this is tournament play, which I and well, not necessarily tournament play, but any kind of competition stuff. Which I know because I have done competition sports in the real world life as well. Getting absolutely destroyed by somebody who is better than you, and then being able to dissect why they were able to, you know, absolutely just destroy you by being better than you. Being able to break that down of why you lost is how you actually get a lot better at things. Really, really stupidly quickly. And in this world where you can basically record all the gameplay and then watch it back and so on, that it is so easy to, you know, get better really quickly. I mean, out of video games, I have played the most most hours for video games have been in real-time strategy. StarCraft Brood War, Dawn of War 2, StarCraft 2, this sort of stuff. And having to replay system there where I can study the games where I did really poorly, I just completely got destroyed and go like, oh, okay, so you did this here. It is such a massive help, man. But it seems to also be, how would I say, seems to be a very much a vanishing proposition for a whole lot of games where that stuff just doesn't exist anymore. People don't even want to try and get better, which is kind of funny. Because, at least personally, noticing that you are getting better at something, you're learning something new, and you're like, oh, now I'm applying the things I just spent a week figuring out, is a really massive ego boost and your own self-confidence boost. It feels good. I was doing badly yesterday, now I'm doing really well because yesterday I learned stuff. But everybody is different, and I don't like however people want to do their stuff. It's fine as long as what you're doing isn't hurting anybody, physically or mentally. But it still occasionally feels a little silly to me that the online world feels really curated in this sort of fashion where it's like perfection, 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 and nothing but perfection. Man, I've been rambling a lot today. Well, this is what I get when I play EverQuest. I have time to ramble while I'm just killing guards and... And the funny thing is I'm gonna put this on YouTube eventually as well, but I have a backlog of stuff I still need to upload and so on of these live streams, so they are coming out in this is probably coming, like this particular live stream probably comes out somewhere in August on the live stream channel, probably. So yeah. So eventually somebody gets to listen to this ramble live on YouTube. Thankfully it's tied to an EverQuest video, so there will be like one view on it. And I don't care. I don't care. Actually rambled about that last time I streamed? Yeah, last time I streamed. On a YouTube video on my multiplayer channel, somebody told me, somebody actually like told me to like in a very passive-aggressive way of like, if this was my channel, I would private it and delist all the videos. I'm like, okay, well, fine. You would do you, but I am myself. As a response to the fact that I just, you know, told them that I don't care about views and subscribers and so on. I do this stuff for my own fun, and if somebody else watches this and has fun, then that's awesome. And if somebody doesn't like this stuff, please go find another channel you can watch for fun. And if somebody is forcing you to watch my channel, then that is a bad situation. Yeah, I am sure that, I mean, there is niche for everything online, right? There's niche for everything. So I'm sure there are some popular channels and whatnot. I am just uploading these, essentially these live stream recordings, and I am not, well, I did a few videos. I might do a couple more of those, of like a couple of the grinding spots I have used. I essentially turned them into what would I call it, like a leveling spot video of like a 1 minute long video where I'm like, okay, this is a decent leveling spot for about these levels. Like the North Carolina barbarian guy who is always level 6 drops a fishing pole which sells for a gold. That was an amazing spot for a few levels while being evil. Also, I ran accidentally into a really good absolutely AFK grinding spot, like similar to this in north, not north. Along the north wall in East Commonlands, like there is a behind one of the orc villages, the orc camp closer to Nectul's forest zone line. It has a lone orc behind the camp you can just pull along the wall by itself. It's a really good like a solo camp from about level 9 to something like level 12, level 13. Because you can just pull this one single creature over and over whenever it respawns and not get any ads. And if you are sitting around up on the wall, nothing patrols into you to, you know, aggro you either. So that, like, I just randomly stumbled on that. I was like, okay, this might help somebody, so I'll turn this into a quick 1 minute video of like grinding spot. But yeah, generally these are just the live stream uploads. And also what I do with the live stream uploads is I record. I use OBS Studio for this, and I have a second OBS running. So I have 2 instances of OBS running, and one of them is a recording specifically, and the other one is live stream. That's so that I can, when I record, all of the stuff which happens on the live stream, as in the chat, people following and so on, those don't end up at all on the YouTube recordings. So people, if people talk something in the chat of my live stream, that is not actually recorded and put on YouTube ever. It just is here on the live stream. And this is to ensure that any of you fine folks who happen to talk anything in the chat, you are not immortalized on my YouTube videos ever. So nobody comes at you or whatever by seeing you say some whatever in a YouTube video. North Carolina? That might be worth looking into. I know Carolina's really poorly in general because of like always having played Dark Elves back in the day, or evil characters. 2 Dark Elves and an Ixar Necromancer. Because I don't really know these areas very well. Well, griffins are always an issue. They are an issue even in the freaking East Commonlands. But yeah, I'll definitely have to look into that. That might be a decent enough camp. The nice thing is that I actually have bat skull earrings, 2 of them, so I have decent earrings. Belt is just a raw silk sash I made myself, so might be worth looking into. In Gawk, Upper Gawk, there is that offhand little armor shield thing, which is kind of useless. But that could be interesting a little camp as well to try my hand at and just see if I can get myself an offhand. I can put this book in the range slot. Okay, you go berserk for me. We go. Okay, come on, let me loot this guy. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I don't usually advertise my own stuff too much. Because I prefer it if people just stumble on it and find it fun and so on. But yeah, links down below the stream to my YouTube channels if you're interested in checking that out, and if not, then that's completely fine. You have things you enjoy. I don't need to try and force mine on you. That sounded perverted, but you know, whatever. We'll stick with it. This might actually be a... I'm gonna get rid of a few of those as well. Alright, so I have a little bit to go. Let's pull the lady and then I'll AFK for a short moment, take a little break, stretch my legs, all of that good stuff. You guys get a little break from all this rambling. Alright, root her. There we go. Good work. Wait, what? 2 mandolins? Damn. I believe that's hill giant toes. Let me double check that. That is a very good question. Let me double check that for you, since you are asking for it. But I mean, the problem will be to actually try and find the damn main thing as well. Yeah, hill giant toes. And then I still need to go and get a gargoyle eye, but that I can do easily in Ocean of Tears, so. But I wasn't really going to be worried about the toes and whatnot until I actually have the item itself, because that's the the one thing which takes the most amount of luck and time anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna take a little break here.